This is Glenn Rice with Clearview Sewer Cams. We're located at 603 North Kenneth Road, Burbank, California, 91501. Today is September 24th, 2025. We're performing a video waste and sewer line inspection through a 2-inch cast iron waste line cleanout located on the rear left-hand corner of the house, just next to the building, on the left-hand side, on the rear left-hand corner, next to the water shutoff. So again, this is our cast iron clean out here. This is our water shutoff. This goes towards the rear of our property, and again, this goes towards the front of our property. And again, we are on the rear left-hand corner of the property. So again, we're just going to go ahead and zero out here. Try to keep our camera lens clear as we can, and we're zeroed out. So we're just going to attempt to push out. So I'm going to pause the mic and see if we can possibly push out, and again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer. So I'm going to pause our mic here. Okay, we're going to pull back from here, and we're going to switch our camera to a micro cam. We're going to attempt to use a micro cam and try to again push out and see if we could possibly push out into our city sewer. So again, the cast iron waste line does have some buildup and debris throughout, which is making it a little bit difficult to make that transition. So again, we made a little turn and wasn't able to make that turn. So we're going to pull up and out. We're going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, we went ahead and switched over to a micro cam. And again, this is our micro cam here. This is our clean out. And again, we're just going to zero out here at the edge of the clean out. And again, just attempt to push through, see if we can get our micro cam through here. And again, possibly push out into our city sewer. So we're zero out here. And we're just going to go ahead and push out. So again, we're just going to pause our mic and again, attempt to push out. Okay, again, we were able to push out a little bit further, and we are in cast iron waste line. So again, the cast iron waste line is period of the building. You can see a lot of build up there at the bottom. And again, as we push out, we transition to what appears to be vitreous clay sewer piping. So we're going to pause here for a moment, and we're going to locate this area. Okay, we went ahead and marked this area with an orange dot of paint at approximately 4 foot 0 inches deep at the rear of the property in the alleyway, just in the carport. We marked it with an orange dot of paint. So again, this is our transition from cast iron waste line to vitreous clay sewer piping. So again, we're just going to continue to push out, and again, attempt to push all the way out and reach our city sewer. We are in vitreous clay lateral sewer piping, and again, it does run towards the alley. Again, we had to use a micro cam in order to try to get into the cast iron waste, and again, to attempt to push all the way out. You can see as we make a little bit of a turn, it does appear that we do have a root intrusion. Again, we'll just continue to attempt to push out, and again, possibly push all the way out into our city sewer. It's going, again, a little difficult to push out through this point, but you can see some more root intrusions. Okay, as we push out, we're just at our what appears to be our turn, which is our saddle right here, just to turn into our city sewer. But we're running up against this offset here. But again, we are using a micro cam in order to complete the inspection. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here for a moment. All right, we're going to pause for a moment. What we're going to do is we're going to hook a hose up to the hose bib here and see if we can flush some water through it, see if we can help push our camera up and over this offset. So again, we're just going to pause here. Okay, we are running some water with the water hose. We'll let that water catch up and see if we can utilize that water to help us push up and over this area. So again, you have to use a micro cam in order to complete the inspection. So again, we're just going to pause our mic here and see if we can jump up and over this area. Okay, what we're going to do is you can see that we did have a large offset there. So unfortunately, we're not going to get past that point with the micro cam. And we're just going to push in just a little bit and we're going to locate this area. We're right at the edge of our saddle. So again, we're just going to pause here for a moment. Okay, again, as I mentioned, we went and pushed out. We did push out into our lateral, and it does appear that we are parallel with our manhole cover, but we are short. As we pull back, you can see we're getting stuck on this offset here. I am using a micro cam, so the vitreous clay sewer pipe does have an offset in that transition, but again, we are using a very small camera to get to this point. So again, we're just going to continue to pull back. Again, we are in vitreous clay lateral sewer piping. Vitreous clay lateral sewer piping appears to be running to the rear of the property, heading out towards the alleyway. There's a manhole cover just in the alleyway, just next to the building. And as we pull back, you can see we do have a root intrusion in that joint. So again, we'll just continue to pull back. And our little micro cam here is not a self-leveling camera, so we are kind of spinning around a little bit. And again, as we pull back, you can see we do have another root intrusion coming in that area there. That area there does possibly appear to be our test tee. You can see there's a Y fitting there, and the roots are coming in from the opening of that Y fitting. You can see some toiletry and things caught up on that area as well. So again, we'll continue to pull back. Again, we are in vitreous clay sewer piping, and as we pull back, we're going to transition back into cast iron waistline. And again, we did mark that area with a orange dot of paint at approximately 4 foot 0 inches deep, just in the carport area on the rear left-hand corner, and again with an orange dot of paint. So again, we'll continue to pull back. We'll make a little bit of a turn, and as we make that turn, we transition back into cast iron waistline. The cast iron waistline, this appears to have buildup and scaling throughout, and again, it is period of the unit, period of the home, period of the building, and you can see we got some buildup and scaling throughout. So again, we'll continue to pull back. We did run water with a hose, and all the water appeared to be passing through. Doesn't appear to be holding any water or any obstructions that are holding back any water. So again, we did have some root intrusions in the vitreous clay lateral, and again, the cast iron waistline is period of the home, period of the building, should I say. And again, make a little bit of a turn, and we're coming back towards our cast iron waistline clean out. And again, this clean out is on the rear left-hand corner of the building. Again, continue to pull back. We're going to pull up and out of the clean out, and that will conclude our video waste and sewer line inspection.